Hello and welcome to the Be Glad movement. My name's Pollyanna and I'm on a mission to bring you as many stories as possible of good coming out of bad and reasons to be glad. And today I'm joined by Emma. Say hello, Emma.
Hi there.
Oh, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to just hand over to you and let you tell your story.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Basically, I am a mum of 5 children, and my last little girl, Ivy, was born, the time that she was meant to be born. Throughout the pregnancy, everything was going really well. And then right at the very end, we realised that both myself and Ivy were really quite poorly. We had pneumonia and sepsis, and it became quite evident that she was going to need a lot of support when she was born. So she was in intensive care for 2 weeks, and we were both on some IV antibiotics for 2 weeks, and it was pretty traumatic. It was a really worrying time, and after having 4 straightforward births, I kind of just presumed that she was going to be the same.
Right.
So it was a complete shock when it didn't go to plan. And it took quite a while to accept that had happened in the hospital. And I'd just been sort of on my own for 6 months while my partner had been deployed away. And we were suddenly thrust into each other's world. So my partner then had the 4 children at home alone, after only being home a couple of days, and I was away from my other 4 children that I'd been with, for that whole 6-month period alone. So I felt, here's one coming in now. Sorry.
That's all right.
Give me 5 minutes. So it was like she was on the other foot, and it was quite traumatic to have to swap roles so quickly.
It's all right. Hello.
Here's Marlo. I'm just having a chat for 2 minutes and then I'll come out and see you, okay? Just give me 2 minutes. So it was quite a shock that suddenly we were doing the complete opposite to what we had been doing.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were okay. We were sort of getting through it and trying to cope in the best way we could. It was just a bit of a struggle for that fortnight. And thankfully, she improved quickly and we both became well again and well enough to come home. But it was only when I got home that I had to start dealing with what had happened. I think that the adrenaline then had gone, and it was suddenly, oh right, that was a really tough thing that happened to us. I thought I was going to lose my baby, and I just really hit a wall over the next few weeks. And luckily, I'd experienced some postnatal depression with Florence, my baby that I had before Ivy. So I kind of knew the signs to look for. And my partner, my husband, was so on the ball that he immediately sort of saw this situation and agreed with me that I needed to get some support. So we got in touch with the Depression and Anxiety Service, and we also got in touch with the perinatal team, and they all really got round me, my family, my husband, my children, and the team, and set a really good plan in place to take care of me and to take care of the whole situation, really. And it took about 6 months to start to feel normal again, and to be able to not only process what had happened, but to also just be a bit kinder to myself and a bit more gentle to myself. And I've heard on your other stories that it seems to be like a running theme that from these traumatic events and these deep depressions that can happen to you, on the other side of it, you become a kinder person to yourself, and to others, and just try and just see the best in all that you can. And I feel like that's what happened. It was a moment for me where I thought, I didn't ever think things could be that tough emotionally, and they have been, and we're still okay, and we all got through it together. It made us stronger as a family, and it also made me stronger as a person and a mum. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, even though you can go through some of the hardest times you've ever been through, looking back, it can make you such a stronger person, and I feel like probably a better mum for it as well. Another one. And it's okay to admit that you're not feeling yourself. As terrifying as it is to say it out loud, sometimes I think you can, until you vocalize something, you can almost internally be like, no, it's okay, I'm just being a bit daft, you know, I'll be all right tomorrow when I've had some sleep. And actually sometimes that's not the case, and you do need that input from someone else to just say to you, it's okay to feel like this, but you will feel better again one day, even though you feel like you're never ever going to feel better ever again. So and I think I've said, you know, I feel stronger as a family, but I also feel incredibly lucky that I have my daughter Ivy, and she is well, and we had to go through some tough stuff to get to this point, but now she's here. It's totally worth it.
Sure. Yeah, and do you know what, Emma? I know that for me, looking from the outside in, you're super mum. Do you know what I mean? You've got these now 5 beautiful children, and you have coped so well, considering that your husband is away so much. You know, honestly, it's really amazing. So
well,
I think,
thank you for saying that, but I think we all have our little things going on, and you know, this is Finn. We all have our little things that are going on. We all have our battles, and I think that's really important to remember. Hang on a minute, I'm just talking. That, you know, from the outside, everything could look quite rosy. That's another thing. You know, you speak to people and say, yeah, I really have been struggling with, you know, postnatal depression, and people say, gosh, I would have never guessed. And it's the same for lots of different people. That actually, it's all sorts of people that are affected, and it doesn't really matter, you know, who you are, how many children you've had in the past, or never had a child before. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't have a preference to who it happens to. So
no, I'm sorry, I'm like, you're talking about a really serious subject, but I'm trying not to smile and laugh about the boys, because it's so cute.
Yeah, I know, and Marlo's got a dog on a stick, which it's probably been above my head the whole time.
Keeping it real, you know. This is live, right?
Yeah,
it is. There we go.
Anyway, is that okay, Polly?
Yes, thank you, Emma. Thank you for sharing your story, and you know, you've made some really important points there about the fact that people don't always see what's really going on. So thank you so much. Okay. I'll just do my little end amble where I say, if you like this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button, and you'll get notifications when new videos are uploaded. You'll also, if you search for at Be Glad Movement on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, you'll get notifications, and you'll be able to follow us. And please do get in touch if you've got a story that you'd like to share. Doesn't matter if it's something similar to somebody else's. I really do believe your story and your voice has the ability to help someone in their family. So please get in touch, and I look forward to seeing you in another episode. Oh, boys, you're awesome. I think it's funny that you're in the video.
We don't mind.